Fire Incident Controller Robin Thompson joins us now live from the Tasman district. Hi Robin, how are things going there for you?
A lot better than a couple of hours ago, and hopefully the residents are feeling a bit better too, even though most of them have been evacuated. So the fire's basically contained now. We estimate a total of 5 hectares. It commenced on the highway, the Muteri Highway, which is our inland highway, and just went downhill through sort of 18-year-old pines and gorse, and the wind sort of drove it downhill, just the westerly wind we had today, which we knew was a bad fire day, and took it out onto the grass below the pines, and fortunately the helicopters were able to pull it up there, and we're still containing it in the pine block, but it's isolated to the pine block and not really going to get out of there. So we're much happier now.
How bad's the weather? Because a number of the residents mentioned the winds. How much of a problem is that posing for you at the moment?
Yeah, when the fire started, it was quite gusty. It's a sort of gusting to 25 k's an hour with our southwest wind, and Nelson, our southwest wind, is our very low humidity wind. The humidity was down to 24%, and that basically drove the fire down the slopes and out onto the grass.
So how much have you had to throw at it? How many choppers are there? Crews?
Yes, we had additional resources ready in the area, and also took some resources from the main fire, which we could. So we had 5 helicopters onto it pretty quick, 2 heavy machines. We had 16 appliances and tankers there initially, and crews from the other fire and our volunteers to return out. So yeah, we got onto it pretty quick, which was good, and managed to pull it up.
Robin, do you know how this has started? Is it part of the old fire? Is it totally new, or what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's totally new. It's probably 2 or 3 kilometres away from the old fire. It did start on the public highway edge. Unknown source of the stage, but we have an investigator on it.
Is that kind of suspicious?
Looking into that.
Bit suspicious, do you think?
Potentially, but I won't speculate yet. All sorts of fires can happen on roadsides, especially when things are as dry as they are here now.
I understand there's a couple of significant businesses in that area. What else is there, and how close are they to what's burning?
Yes, there's a couple of businesses. They're a kilometre or so away, but the police did a great job doing evacuations pretty pronto for us, and a total of 81 houses were evacuated, and those people are being housed in Richmond at the moment. And the police did a great job of closing down the Muteri Highway for us, so we could stage incoming vehicles on the highway there.
So when you say the area that you've now think you've got under control, where does it spread? Can you give us some borders so that locals will know exactly where we're talking about?
Right, the location of the fire, if you're going up the Muteri Hill from the Pigeon Valley Highway, it's the first pine block on the left. So it commenced in there, but it was coming back downhill, if you like, downhill through that first patch of pines, and it just got out into the grass. It threatened to run on the grass because our grass is so dry here, and in the wind it will spread. But the 5 helicopters pulled it up there, good, which was a very good job they did. And it's just working systematically through the bit of the fire that's still in the pine forest there, and making sure that can't spread any further.
So what happens now? Do you stay there overnight?
Yes, we'll have 2 or 3 crews on it overnight to keep right on top of things there. And as of 10 o'clock tonight, we'll basically make it another sector of main fire, so it's all run under one command system. But we had pre-planned for this sort of thing. We'd run them as a separate fire initially, which we did. And 10 o'clock tonight's their time to just make it a sector of the main fire and bring it under that management.
Hey Robin, you guys must feel like you're getting a flogging at the moment.
It does feel a wee bit like that, but the forestry crews and the volunteer urban and rural crews are doing a great job. They just got into action and out there pretty quick, so it was great.
So the residents, as you said, a number of houses had to be cleared out. Any idea when they might be able to be back? Will they be out overnight?
Certainly I hope they won't be out overnight. We're not under the sort of fence evacuation at the moment. The sort of fence declaration expired this morning. So we'll just do some assessments with the police in the next few hours and see when we're happy to get them back in there.
Okay, so stay tuned for the residents. Thank you so much. That's Robin Thompson, who's the fire incident controller there, and he's talking about a new fire that's broken out in the Tasman district in the Redwood Valley area. And some residents who had previously been evacuated, well, they're out of their houses again. They hope to know in the next couple of hours when they might be able to return.